Hey y'all, so today I'll be showing how you can make this honey themed snow globe. So I'm starting with a 17-ounce snow globe from Tipsy Magnolia, and I'll have that link below. It also comes with a plug. In one of my previous tutorials, I shared a mixture that I made using Adhesive Apothecary solutions to make a honey themed solution. So you can use any flow, mix it with soda caramel, motionless magic, and a little bit of gold mica, and you'll get this color solution. I always use her bottles because I feel like it's really easy to fill the cup up, and then once you have it fully filled up, you can go ahead and plug it, and it's just how it should turn out. Also, it depends on how much mica you use, but before we go any further, make sure that you like and subscribe. More to come. So after I have that filled up, I want to use this vinyl and decal on the cup. These designs are from Maisie Daisy, and then I got it printed at DKB Designs shop. And I'm just going to use a strip of it on the snow globe. So I put my snow globe on my Krafty hand turner. I fold my vinyl back. I always fold like a little piece back so that I can get everything lined up correctly. And then I go ahead and smooth it on. I love that the hand turner is on a wheel so that while I'm putting vinyl on, it just makes it easier because it's spinning with me. I cut off what's extra, and then I'm going to go ahead and lay my UV-DTF down after I apply some striping tape. So I'm just using some white vinyl that I cut into stripes to outline the top and bottom of the vinyl. If you prefer striping tape, you can use that. However, I just use vinyl all the time because I feel like it stays better. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay down my UV-DTF. So when you're using UV-DTFs, you don't have to seal it. However, I always do because I want to make sure that everything is sealed in, and the extra gloss also. And not only am I using UV-DTF, I'm also having vinyl on my cup too, so I want everything to be sealed in. And then I also found this element sheet from Gracefully Created. I think they open back up on the 16th, but they have a bunch of different florals on our website, element sheets, so I wanted to apply that to the back. I also use my circle cutting tool so that I can put a circle of vinyl on the bottom of the cup like I always do in all my other tutorials. So with the element sheet is just like clear glass vinyl, and I'm just going to add that to the back of my cup. I just cut out 3 of them, and I just layered the flowers on the back just like that, so everything feels like it's like honey themed, sunflower themed, like that. And then I do also want to add like honey drips, so I'm taking painter's tape and I'm outlining the top of the cup just so that I make sure that I don't get anywhere the hydro lid needs to go. So we just want to outline that, and then also it helps you have like a crisp line also right there, so you're not going above what you need to, and it's not like getting messy. You can always clean it up after. So go around the top with painter's tape, and then you can start with your epoxy. So with my epoxy, I always use cornstarch or flour to make it thicker. This one I made it really thick, so I think I added a lot more flour to it. Like I always say, it just depends on how much epoxy you're using. You want to add probably the same amount, like the volume of flour or cornstarch, just so that you can get that thickness that you want. And then I also did use the same mica powder, like a gold mica powder, and then yellow paint and some brown alcohol ink to get this color. And then I'm just going around the top part of the cup, not where the hydro lid would sit, but right below that, so that it can screw on. And then after you have it entirely laid down where you want to, you can go ahead and take that painter's tape off, and then you can go ahead and clean it up if you've well, you're going to have a mess regardless, but you can pat it down with a baby wipe or some alcohol, 91 to 99% with a paper towel, just to clean it up better. So you're going to see me start taking it off now. And the painter's tape, really what it did was just help not get it on where it's supposed to screw on at, because that would just be a mess trying to clean it up. Honestly, it just makes everything easier. And then once you have it off, you can go ahead and start cleaning it up if you need to. I typically just clean it up just because after you put it down and you take the painter's tape off, it kind of sticks up a little bit at the top, so I just patted it down a little bit. And then after it dries, I went back and I went ahead and put that little piece of vinyl on the bottom like I always do. And then after you have that laid down, you can seal your cup 2 more times, and then everything should be done. I did go ahead and seal my vinyl really quick by itself just so that it wouldn't come up on its own. But yeah, make sure that you seal your cup in completely so that everything is sealed all together. And then this is how it turned out. I really love how this entire thing came together. Not only are honeybee cups or honey cups period like really popular, but I feel like it's popular for snow globe cups too, especially when you figure out like your mixture and what you like. But I hope everyone loved this tutorial, and thank you for watching.